Hello and welcome to Slade on Slade. This is my beautiful wife Leslie and I am my beautiful self Keith. Just to remind you, I'm the author of the upcoming book, The House of Ribbons, due out in sometime early of 2021. Provided we make it there, because 2020 has been a screwdriver in the eye for pretty much almost everybody.
In today's video, we are going to talk about epic climax.
Oh yeah!
Not that type of climax.
You mean...
The type of climax that I am talking about is the absolute biggest moment in your book.
You gotta stop saying the word climax.
So my first question for you is, when you write your climax of your book, does it have to be at the peak of your book?
No, I mean, you got subplot climaxes.
But
I would call them little climaxes that lead to a much larger climax. Wink. Who's your daddy?
in your climax, should your character be inconvenienced?
Oh, yeah, man. I hate getting walked in on by the husband.
So not talking about that, remember?
Oh, climax, man. Where is my head at? We know where it's at. What was the question again?
Should your character be inconvenienced in the climax of the book?
It depends on what kind of inconvenience you want. I mean, like, it's just a soul-crushing climax where this guy's lost everything, his wife, his house, his car, or if it was a country western song, his truck.
Do you make the climax of your book climactic cliche?
No, you never want to be cliche, because this isn't the 60s. And not to shit out anybody from the 60s, but you want to try to be as original as possible. I mean, it's just, this is the moment. Here you are, and you're about to give it all, and you're rushing to the peak, and next thing you know, boom! I gotta call you a cab.
Should the climax of your story be big?
You mean like just the climax be flooding the whole rest of the story? Get it? Yeah. Flooding?
Yes.
The younger kids don't understand what I'm saying. Yeah, you want it to be big if you're looking to end the story. If you're looking to push the story on in some way, shape, or form in another book.
A cliffhanger.
Yeah, you got to do a cliffhanger.
Which is another video.
Which is, here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh shit, I'll be back in 5 minutes. And then you wait 6 months and the next book comes out and you hand me a couple of bucks and I give you a little more so you can get to the climax. Technically, when you read it, you're going to get the climax right in your eyes, which is technically your face.
Yeah.
Holy shit, did I just make that joke? Yes, I did.
Should your climax be a surprise and be filled with suspense?
Oh, you mean should it just kind of hit you in the face, like out of nowhere?
Yes.
I can't believe I did that joke.
Your mind is so in the gutter.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you want to be able to just pop off in somebody's eye holes, so to speak, by catching them off guard. But a lot of readers are fairly well read, or have seen a lot of movies at least. So it's going to be kind of hard to catch them with one of those. So you got to, throw in one of those like Joker laughs or something like that, with a person never, like, what the, I didn't see that coming,
Yeah.
I tried, I did a couple of, you didn't see that coming, didn't I?
Oh, yeah. There was a bunch of WTFs.
WTS, you mean a what the hell? I can't spell well at all. I mean, just trust me. Trust me.
Yeah, there were a couple of those moments that I called you right after. I was like, I can't believe you just did that.
So you're saying technically, I popped off, and you were like, I can't believe you just did that.
Yep.
And it only took me 3 minutes to write. Wink. In case you can't see me, there's a shadow right there. Watch this. Wink. This should be a Valentine's video, huh? But then that would be chocolate all down your face,
Yeah.
Yummy.
Do you have any other advice to all the viewers here on epic climaxes? And be serious.
Asking me to be serious is like jamming a pencil in my eye. I don't know. If I had any really advice, just go big or go home. I mean, just be fucking stupid about it. I mean, if you're the pilot of a starship and this is going to be epic, ram that ship right through the other ship. Don't give me that Star Wars Last Jedi bullshit where she kicked it in the hyperdrive because Neil deGrasse Tyson completely ripped apart how that would actually work, and that was just dumb. But just ram it like a submarine into another submarine. I mean, that's ballsy. Submarine captains did stuff like that. They rammed into ships. And I mean, that's an epic climax. So this is one of those things where I do that. Do something, or I mean, maybe you're doing a love story, and the epic climax is when you think the Mr. and Mrs. are going to go off on their second honeymoon. You know, she serves them with divorce papers and is running off with the pool boy.
Or a big old fight scene would be an
Jeez, everything with you is like reading about sex or fights.
I love a good fight scene.
I like a good divorce scene. You know, I like people crying and like,
ugh. Sex scene too, but we won't do that.
Sex scene, huh? The old in and out. Sorry. I don't want to scare anybody, but I'm not good at the sex.
Oh, stop that shit. That is all the content we have for you today. So if you like our videos, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button below.
I want you to hit that subscribe button like you're climaxing. Because this is the climax of the video. And I could not come to a greater climax than saying, thank you! Oh, God! Oh, God.
And if you want to hear updates on the House of Ribbons and the series that follows,
oh, yeah?
Go ahead and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Tumblr. And if you want to be in the book, coming up in book 3, correct? Is it book 3?
Yeah, I got 50 spots where I wrote the character out, I fleshed it out, and the name is just placeholder. So if your name is Chad and you're one of the winners or people who buy into the Patreon and you get that spot, then I'm going to call you up. Hey, Chad, do you want your name to be Chad? And if he was like, no, man, I want it to be like something Snickle Fritz or something like that, I'm like, I can't use that because it's got to be kind of serious. We agree on that, or maybe we just use your name. You're going to go on the credits page, and then it's, if I'm writing a scene where I have, in my book, you can interact with the gods. You can, maybe interact with Chad. Chad's the god, but as of right now, it's just written placeholder. So it'd be cool for you to say, hey, Mom, hey, Dad, check it out. This guy wrote me, into the book. So basically, it's a buy-in, All the proceeds go directly to editing. Clearly not my wardrobe because I don't give a shit about my wardrobe. This is about me giving back to you by you giving to me so I can give back to you. It's a circle, okay? You want good stuff? I'm going to give you good stuff. Unfortunately, I'm not really rich.
But if you want to go ahead and join the contest, go ahead and visit us on our Patreon page.
But you know what? If you can't, that's completely cool, okay? Just like and subscribe, share, mention it to a friend, mention it to anybody who wants to subscribe because I could always pick up, with enough subscribers, I could pick up a sponsor and, But hey, wouldn't it be cool to have your name in there? I'm a card on a game called Jihad. It's Vampire the Masquerade playing game like Magic the Gathering. And my friend Eddie Beard Jr., shout out to Eddie Beard, famous artists. I'm going to post a link right here. Somewhere on this page right here. If you want to see some amazing artwork, especially dragons. Long story short, he airbrushed me as a character, and that's kind of, I would say, a 15 minutes of fame, but I've had a few of those in my life, especially deployed. Did you just yawn? Holy shit, I just bored my wife. She was like, the card again. But it's kind of cool. It's something you can look back and do that. And like I said, all proceeds go directly just to editing because I got a couple of friends now, and they really shot themselves in the foot by self-editing, and they're raising money for an editor. And it's the necessary evil. But when I say evil, I don't mean it in a bad way. The editor will save your book. And with me, with 5 books, if the first book is not done well, you're not going to take the time to read book 2, 3, 4, or 5. And so, long story short, spend a couple of bucks. If you're not, if you can't, just go ahead and the subscription would be more than fine.
See you.
Bye.